In the fast-paced world of business, some companies beat the odds and make amazing comebacks when things go wrong. A lot of the time, these amazing turnarounds require new ideas, creative leadership, and a deep understanding of how the market works. These companies prove that if you're determined and flexible, even the worst situations can turn out wonderful. In this video, we'll look at the stories of 10 companies that not only made it through tough times, but also came out stronger. These success stories show business endurance and ingenuity, from tech companies to classic brands. If you enjoy anecdotes like these, subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon for future updates. Let's get started. Number 1. Marvel. Marvel, the home of Captain America and Spider-Man, survived bankruptcy and a comic book industry crisis in the 1990s. Marvel struggled financially and sold film rights to beloved characters like X-Men, Blade, and Spider-Man. Poor leadership and a failure to embrace new ideas led to this crisis. In 1997, Marvel Entertainment Group partnered with a toy company to form Marvel Enterprises to revive itself. Thanks to a great script, casting, and direction by Jon Favreau, 2008's Iron Man, starring Robert Downey Jr., was a turning point. Marvel's choice to start its own company paid off with a string of hits at the box office. After Disney bought Marvel, it went from comics to movies and became a billion-dollar brand. Number 2. Pabst Blue Ribbon. The Pabst Brewing Company, founded 174 years ago in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, by Jacob Best, created Pabst Blue Ribbon, named after Frederick Pabst, which became famous in the 20th century for its blue ribbon on each bottle. Sales peaked at 18 million barrels in 1977 and steadily decreased until 2001 when they dropped below a million. Brian Kowalczyk became CEO in 2002 and made significant changes. Due to sponsorships of independent music, local businesses, facial hair clubs, radio shows, and sports teams, urban hipsters revived the brand. After a spectacular turnaround, Pabst Blue Ribbon is now the hipster beer of pop culture. The beer's anti-mainstream appeal with hipsters' counterculture earned it a billion-dollar brand by 2014. Number 3. Delta Airlines. In 1924, Delta Airlines started as a crop dusting business in Macon, Georgia. After Collett Woolman bought the company in 1928, it expanded rapidly in the South until 1930, when services were suspended. Delta restarted passenger operations after the 1934 airmail scandal, which was its turning point. Delta expanded through routes and acquisitions during the next few decades, peaking in 2004. Due to financial issues, Delta restructured, cutting jobs and expanding in Atlanta. Due to rising fuel prices, the airline filed for bankruptcy in 2005, but emerged stronger in 2007. After operating as an independent carrier, Delta merged with Northwest Airlines and now has 879 planes, second only to American Airlines' 956. Number 4. Gap. Gap was the undisputed leader of the fashion industry during the 90s, but the arrival of cheap imports led to the closure of many of its stores across North America and Europe. Former CEO Mickey Drexler led the company through a remarkable change through strategic campaigns and a full rebranding effort that lasted 19 years. Gap changed significantly under his visionary guidance, becoming a needed and coveted brand. His leadership led the company's sales to rise from $400 million to an amazing $14 billion, and the number of Gap stores grew from 450 to an amazing 2,000. Number 5. Starbucks. Starbucks is a great example of how important it is to put the customer first. Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Boker founded it in 1971. It was successful in Seattle in the early 1980s. It was sold to Howard Schultz for $3.8 million in 1987. The corporation entered California in the 1990s. It grew 300% in just 15 years, reaching nearly 6,000 shops around the world by 2002. Due to the 2008 financial crisis, Starbucks closed around 1,000 shops and lost 28% earnings over 2 years. Schultz's return as CEO brought a renewed focus on customers and exciting new initiatives. Starbucks, a coffee powerhouse with 27,000 outlets and 250,000 employees, overcame its rapid expansion hurdles and renewed its devotion to its 16.8 million Starbucks Rewards users. Number 6. Nintendo. The world's biggest video game company, Nintendo has been around since 1889 and started making games in 1966. World-famous games like Donkey Kong and Super Mario Bros. Helped the company become global. After the Game Boy came out in 1989, though, Nintendo's sales took off. Sony's main rival, Nintendo, released the PlayStation 2 in 2000, which was a danger to Nintendo's authority. In 2006, Nintendo released the Wii, a motion-sensing game device, which changed the company's fortunes. As a result of this innovation, Nintendo was able to beat out the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, regaining its market leadership and securing its initial market share. Number 7. Tesla Motors. The visionary entrepreneur Elon Musk is behind two game-changing companies, SpaceX and Tesla Motors. In particular, Tesla Motors is an amazing example of Musk's toughness and strategic thinking. Tesla Motors was in a tough financial situation because it didn't have enough backing from big investors. The California-based company was almost bankrupt. Nevertheless, Musk's steadfast dedication to new ideas and drive resulted in an amazing turnaround. He restored Tesla by flattening the management structure to help communications, consolidated some functions, and got rid of unnecessary ones, making it one of the world's largest and most powerful corporations. Musk is an incredibly successful businessman, as shown by his ability to bring Tesla back to life and make it famous around the world. Number 8. Netflix. In 1997, Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph launched Netflix in an effort to eliminate late fees from the video rental market. It first made money in 2003 with $6.5 million on $272 million in revenue. Netflix was shipping 1 million DVDs every day by 2005, but its fortunes fell in 2011. After splitting subscriptions into DVD rentals and streaming at a higher price, CEO Hastings lost 800,000 members, and the stock dropped 77% in 4 months. After these losses, Netflix made a comeback with Netflix original material such as House of Cards in 2013. Due to their shift towards original programming after the failed Quickster venture, Netflix had 120 million users and $12 billion in revenue in January 2018, and 238 million users in 2023. Number 9. Apple. Apple's comeback is one of the most iconic stories in tech history. Years of decline followed Apple's firing of its innovative founder, Steve Jobs, in 1985. After a decade of losing money to Microsoft Windows and poor goods, the company nearly went bankrupt. Although Jobs came back successfully in 1997, sparking a stunning rebirth, Microsoft saved him, and he introduced the iMac, iPod, and iPhone and created Apple stores to promote its advancements. The colorful iMacs won hearts, and the iPod, iTunes, and iPhone transformed tech forever. Today, Apple, the world's most valuable firm, is worth over $1 trillion, and the iPhone symbolizes modern connectivity. Number 10. YouTube. You're watching its success story now. The Google-owned streaming video platform YouTube has billions of daily video views. In 2005, co-founders Jawed Karim, Steve Chen, and Chad Hurley envisioned it as a dating service. It was initially so unsuccessful, the company offered $20 for video uploads. This approach didn't work, but it was a happy accident, and there was an uptick in views when people started sharing different videos on the platform. Realizing its potential, YouTube's creators made it a flexible platform that made it easier to post videos. For $1.6 billion in stock, Google bought YouTube in November 2006. Users were uploading over 500 hours of video material every minute by May 2019, which cemented YouTube's position as a major player on the internet. From failure to success, these stories show that toughness, creativity, and determination can change business. These stories motivate us to overcome obstacles and accept change. Keep believing in the power of reinvention and hope for a better future. That's all for today's video. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching.